Let me ask you something. Is there someone in your life you see all the time, but have never really asked how they are? Tonight's story is about a man everyone recognized and a question no one ever asked. Everyone knew him, not well, but enough to recognize his face. He was the man who opened the small convenience store every morning before sunrise, the one who nodded politely, who always said, "Have a good day," in the same quiet voice. People knew what time he unlocked the door. They knew which shelf the bread was on. They knew he preferred exact change. But that was all they knew. No one ever asked him anything more. He lived alone in a narrow apartment above the store. From his window, he could see the street wake up each morning. Cars passing, people rushing, life moving quickly without noticing who stood still. Every morning, he followed the same routine. Coffee, lights on, door unlocked. The bell above the door rang hundreds of times a day. Each ring brought a brief interaction, a smile, a payment, a thank you, and then silence again. People talked to him, but no one talked with him. They never asked if he was tired, or lonely, or carrying something heavy inside. They assumed he was fine. After all, he always showed up. Years passed this way. He learned to listen instead of speak, to notice small things. Which customers avoided eye contact? Which ones came in just to feel less alone? Which ones smiled only out of habit? He could tell when someone had cried before entering the store. He could hear worry in the way people counted their coins. Yet no one noticed him noticing. At night, after closing the store, he would sit by the window with the lights off, not because he liked the dark, but because it made him feel less visible. There were questions he carried quietly. Would anyone miss me if I wasn't here tomorrow? Would anyone notice the door stayed locked? He never said these thoughts out loud, not because he didn't want to, but because no one ever asked. One evening, a storm passed through town. Rain fell hard, emptying the streets early. The store was quiet. The bell didn't ring for a long time. Just before closing, a woman came in, soaked from the rain. She stood dripping near the door, catching her breath. For once, she didn't rush. She looked at him, really looked, and then said something unexpected. "You open every day," she said softly. "Do you ever get tired?" The question landed gently, but it changed the air in the room. He paused. No one had ever asked him that, not in all these years. "I do," he said after a moment, "but I still come." She nodded, as if she understood something unspoken. "Thank you," she said. Not for the change, not for the items, for him. After she left, the bell rang one last time, then silence. That night, as he turned off the lights, something felt different. Not lighter, just noticed. The next morning, he opened the store as usual. But now, when the bell rang, he looked up, not expecting anything, just open. And slowly, quietly, something began to change. One question had reminded him that being seen doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes it arrives as a single sentence. There are people in our lives who are always there, reliable, quiet, familiar. And sometimes all they're waiting for is one gentle question. Tonight, if this story stayed with you, maybe ask someone how they really are, or let yourself imagine being asked. Sleep well, my friend. You are more visible than you think. And if this story helped you, consider sharing it with someone who may need it too.